Figures. So KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. So hey everyone, it's Chef Katrina here, kind of documenting out again. As you know, my 90 days to CEO. We are on day 74 of my countdown. So we have spent the last 15 days. Wow, I can't believe it's only been 15 days. It seems like so much has happened in 15 days. Around, building this business, just the skill set I'm learning, the funnels that I'm cleaning up. Oh my gosh, right? This is like crazy because it's forcing me to go back through and look at how I'm building relationships, right? How am I supporting team members? How am I building overall? So really interesting. So the last 7 days, I have brought in 6 new team members that I am working with now to share the Young Entrepreneur Project with, right? And so what's been interesting is that when you do this, you have to go back to your basics, right? So I got involved in this organization or this project back in September of last year. So a lot's changed, a lot's evolved. A lot of the training that I have access to, that I've created, is now outdated. So it's like I have my team members going, okay, great, I'm in, I've gone through the checklist, now what? And I'm like, okay, like what's the simplest action they can take now, right? Where can I keep the method of KISS, keep it simple, stupid, working, right? Keep it simple in all mannerism, keep it simple for, keep it simple structure. I think I'm going to go with keep it simple structure. So the KISS method, it's the keep it simple structure. That's it. I like it. All right. See, this is why it's good. I get great ideas when I talk to you about, how to build a business. So remember, this is all about, hashtag becoming CEO. So CEO of a business, CEO of your own business, what that journey might look like, where you might screw it up along the way. Just be prepared. It's all going to happen. Welcome to making mistakes and learning from them. So let's see. Let's talk about what I learned today. So multiple conversations. I definitely need to get up earlier to start my day. I've come to that conclusion fairly rapidly. My calendar is definitely filling up. I will have to say, calendar is a brilliant way to control your time. Making sure you're blocking off hours when you need to eat, which I now have on my calendar because I didn't have it before. So just making sure I'm scheduling out like me time, downtime, all kinds of things that I need to be aware of, so that as my team starts utilizing my calendar, I'm still able to get the basic activities that I need done. So back to keep it simple system or structure, that is all about, what is the most logical step, right? How do they get empowered to do what they need to do to successfully or confidently have conversations with individuals? So one of the things, so I've brought on board 3 people the last 3 days, and I'm okay spending the time learning how to have these conversations with them because I'm growing inside. I'm starting to learn what they need to have available to them. So one of the things I definitely made aware of is that the checklist works. It's good to direct them back to support. They're starting to understand that support's going to be their friend, how to answer some questions, the basics of that. So that's good. So I'm giving them confidence to be able to go to somewhere else besides just me for the answers they need. So that's step 1. Because you don't want to be the person they come to for everything, because it's not my role. My role is to empower them to know where to go to the source to get the best information they need, right? So support's going to be their number 1 resource for answering any questions around the system, right? So they're going through the checklist. So the checklist works. That's perfect. So that's part of the system. Checklist works. Getting them to know what the add, tag, and message system looks like for this particular business structure, right? So remember when we talked about it a few videos back, I talked about, never leave your trainee alone because you never know what they're going to get into. And it's like, if they don't have a recipe, they don't know what to do next. So while they might be somebody that's familiar with a certain method, they don't know your recipe. So you've got to give them the recipe, like where do they need to go? How do they need to find it? So it basically showed me that there are certain things that I need to make sure that they have at their disposal, right? What tribe are they going to be tagging, or what group are they going to be inviting people into, and what video should they be tagging people on? So that's going to need to be responsible for me to update and to manage for my team until somebody steps up and takes that over for me. So that'll be a question that'll come up probably in the next 30 days is, hey, does anybody want to take over making sure this training is updated? So that's empowering the leaders in the group to take advantage of their leadership and stepping up into wanting to contribute to the group. So that's really powerful to learn. So that's something I'm going to have to work on inside of what I'm putting together for them. And then just asking them what their goals are. What do you want to accomplish? How fast do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to, dig in? What makes sense for you? So those are all things I'm definitely learning inside of this. In just terms of like, how can I support them, but also give them the confidence to move forward and have the conversations they want to have. We did talk about, I think for the first time, and this is something I learned, but we talked about the three-way messenger and how to actually set up a three-way message conversation, whether on the phone or in a Facebook messenger or by text. So how do you, recognize people and do correct introductions, do business introductions, right? Because becoming CEO is all about the business. So you want to learn how to introduce people to each other in such a way that they feel like, this is a valuable connection. This is going to make a difference for me in my business. And that's one of the big structures that it's coming out of here. So learning about that one. And then the other thing I learned today was I went through one of the funnels that I had created for my Pinterest course, and it was half done. So what I'm discovering is that I have this tendency to not complete a funnel. So really what I'm putting into place to make sure that gets structured is, what is the end goal? Like, as for me, I know that inside this 90-day challenge, it's becoming CEO. It's developing and creating millionaires. Like, I know that's what's going to happen, right? I have the goal, I have the number. At the end of this, I'm going to be a diamond without fail. That's what's going to happen. So that's already established. So what I'm doing now is, having made those commitments, I'm looking back at what I've done previously and looking at, okay, do I have these same commitments in place? Do I have these same structures in place so that the people that are going through my Pinterest training are supported and have the success and they know what to plug into? Remember, I told you that what you learn inside the Young Entrepreneur Project, you can also apply to your business. True story. My sister just laughed. She's like, oh, that's what you do. So, what I'm doing inside this structure now, I can take back into my business and look at where have I been missing this. So I'm using this 90 days as both an accountability for myself, my business, working with other people, onboarding both those that are inside of the Young Entrepreneur Project with me, and even those that are joining my team, right? Making sure they have the tools and resources that they need, and I'm effectively communicating what needs to get done. So yeah, that's what I learned today. Pretty impressive. I'm pretty excited about this. So yeah, and inside of all these conversations, I'm, learning to build and support leaders that are coming into this. So we're going to have a lot of fun. That's all I can tell you. So mark it. Day 74 is on the books. We're heading into day 73. About 2 minutes into the day. So I'm going to go put my head on the pillow, wake up, and let's get rocking on this again. So thank you guys for joining me. And I hope to see you again tomorrow as we talk more about becoming CEO, what that would look like for your business, and just sharing some of my experience along the way. With that, have a good night, and I'll see you inside the community. Have a good one.